The following podcast is brought to you exclusively by the Rad Rob Radio Network.
On this edition of Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill, we welcome Joe Conigliaro and Philly Bosco from Custom Thumbz Pro Shop in Rockville Centre, New York. Joey and Philly operate Custom Thumbz Pro Shop in Maple Lanes in Rockville Centre, New York. They also have a company called Custom Grips, and Joey is a mad scientist when it comes to grips, and Philly is a mad scientist when it comes to surface. They are also a laugh a minute. This is going to be a very enjoyable show, so let's not waste any more time. Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill starts now.
This is PBA champion Kyle Troop.
Hey y'all, Jacob Ledrup here.
Hey guys, Chuck Ritchie here, formerly of Bowl TV.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Schaefer of track staff at Valley Bowling Center in Waverly, New York.
And you're listening to Straight Up 5.
Yo, the boys from Straight Up 5.
Todd McGill is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
But he doesn't have the best hair in the world. I do. Sorry, bud, but you know the deal. Pick it out. Fear the fro, baby.
Welcome to Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill. A hard-hitting, cutting-edge look into the world of bowling. This podcast will not only feature bowling, but we'll give you a raw look into real-life issues. We've had the biggest and brightest stars from the past, future, and present on this show as we strive to bring you the best the sport of bowling has to offer. So without further delay, let's introduce you to the host of your show, Rad Rob Francois, and your featured host, Todd McGill.
Hey guys, welcome to Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill. I am your host, Rad Rob Francois. This is episode 190. We are 10 episodes away from the big 200. We have two very special guests tonight. We also have an amazing featured host. But before I bring everybody in, we'd like to pay homage to our troops overseas, to everyone serving worldwide, with the playing of our national anthem.
Please rise for the presentation of our colors. The Peoria Firefighters Local 50 Honor Guard, Mark Hubner, Andre Harper, Terry Carter, and Chance Barlow. The flags, the Local 50 Firefighters from Peoria, and Old Glory, our American flag. Rolling Stone magazine called her the great female blues singer of her generation. To sing our national anthem, Grammy Award-winning artist Coco Taylor.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hear, what so proudly let streaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Over the rampart we watch, what so proudly let gleaming, and the rocket red glare, bombs bursting in air, came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave over the land
Thank you to Coco Taylor, named Rolling Stone magazine greatest jazz singers of all time. Amazing rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Nico, what's going on, brother? He wants an I do.
I do.
Good evening, Nico. Good to see you. Our resident statistician. Good to see everybody here tonight. Let's bring in our featured host. He is the national sales manager of Bolify and my very good friend, the one and only Mr. Todd McGill. Yo, what up, TMT?
You caught me, man. I was videoing the national anthem so I can listen to it every night before I go to sleep.
I mean, I could send it to you if you want. I'll make
boy,
sure.
boy.
I know I played that one a few times, but it literally tickles my funny bone. It's just
As it should.
Philip is one of our super fans who's still watching shows from 3 years ago, trying to catch up. So 3 years from now, when he's watching this episode, he'll say hi again. But thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you being a student of Straight Up 5. What's going on with you, Todd?
Man, it's just life's busy. It's always busy.
I hear you.
We're doing our end of season banquets at the center. Hi, Philip. Doing our end of season banquets here at the bowling center, and we had one this evening. We do a big steak, chicken, baked potatoes, salad, rolls, the whole 9 yards for them at the end of their season. So we are. So that's why I'm up here at the lanes and not at home this week.
Gotcha.
And then we're getting ready for the Ladies State Tournament here at this center starting this weekend. So I'm going to be up here typing names into the computer so it's ready for Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to be here probably until tomorrow.
Am I allowed to wear a dress and compete in that tournament?
Come on in. Yeah.
Okay.
However you identify, I'm sure there's a rule somewhere that will allow it.
Gotcha. Okay, it's good to know.
I might have to shave. I don't know.
Well, let me know on that one because
okay. I'll check into it for you.
I appreciate that.
We're just the host. I'm not the tournament director.
By the way, this sweet Straight Up 5 shirt with Todd McGill, and you have one of our jerseys on. That's
I do.
Available.
I do.
Well, I do. Whoop.
I do.
I do.
On the front, you can see the yellow line going straight up 5.
I love that, dude.
Yep.
So cool. That's such a badass jersey. Both of these will be available on Bolify. We will give you the information once I launch my sub store, which I'm sorry. I'm just so far behind on doing that, but it's going to get done. The reason I'm so far behind is I'm going to be working finally after 8 months. I got hired on. I'm going to have a new job. I'm going to be a CPAP technician for a local medical office, helping people fit their masks, use their machine, find out which masks they like. Probably be helping a lot of the elderly out. So a new venture outside of trucking, which I've done for the last 20 years. So I'm super excited to jump into the healthcare field.
Well, congratulations, Rob.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I have a quick, well, maybe not so quick story, but I have to tell my phone story because it's quite amusing now. It wasn't at the time. But
I've heard this story. It is a pretty good story.
As you can see behind me, a little Mario cookie jar over there. And I got, I'm a video gamer. You can see the Mario characters lit up behind me.
Back there.
And I have a 7-year-old daughter, and we both love Super Mario. So the new Super Mario Galaxy movie came out. It's a sequel to the first movie. So we were going to IMAX to go see it. Well, we need gas to get there. We're taking my wife's SUV, and then we went to Sam's Club. We have a Walmart Plus membership, so I scanned it at the pump so we can get 10 cents off because gas is ridiculous now. Not here yet, almost.
Yeah,
it's like $3.80. But for Tennessee, that's super high. Put my phone on top of her Escape, pumped the gas, got in the car and left. Drove 35 minutes to Franklin, Tennessee. Went to Lane Bryant because my wife needed an Easter dress, and me and my daughter were going to sit in the car, and I'm like, I'll just watch some videos, and I went to grab my phone. I couldn't find it. Looked under the seat, looked in the door panel, looked all over the place, couldn't find it. Went inside, told my wife I couldn't find my phone. We had the Life 360 app on it, which stalks and tracks everywhere you go. I don't know why she put that on there, but
it is a stalker app. Yes,
yeah, but so we tracked it, and it was back in Murfreesboro. And I'm like, well, that's weird. I mean, I I didn't open the window or anything like that. I'm like, I don't know how it could have gotten outside of the car. So we drove all the way back to Murfreesboro, started walking the on-ramp to Interstate 840. I walked one side, she walked the other. She found it in about 14 pieces. Thank God, literally thank the Lord that it pinged right when it hit the ground and got destroyed, got ran over. So instead of wondering, where did it go? Did somebody steal it? At least I knew where it was, even though it was destroyed. Went all the way back to Franklin again. Just had enough time to get into the movies, use the restrooms, get popcorn and soda. And right as we were walking in, the intro was playing. So literally it was perfect timing. Loved the movie. It was amazing. Can't wait to go see it again. Went to the AT&T store, which is right around the corner. Waited 2 hours. Forgot to tell me, yeah, you're better off just filing a claim since you have insurance with Assurion. And they'll just, send you another Galaxy S23 Ultra. Just send another one of those. And if you ever want to upgrade it after that, you can. Well, since it was Easter weekend, it was Good Friday when this happened. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a phone till Monday. So I was without a phone for the whole weekend. Fast forward to Monday, I finally got it in the mail at FedEx, and I opened it up, and it was actually a brand new Galaxy S26 Ultra, which I was shocked. I thought they were just going to replace my old phone. I don't know why they didn't. Maybe they didn't have any in stock or carry it anymore. But thank God I have a brand new phone. So what turned into something really crappy for a couple of days ended up being a blessing. I have a brand new phone. So
New phone.
everybody. Yeah, check your car, check your vehicle, check everywhere before you leave, because it somehow literally made it down to like 5 miles down the road until it fell off. Like we're still puzzled as to how it even stayed on the car that long. But yeah, that's my phone story. So,
I mean, I did send you a message on Messenger saying when you get your new phone, if you do not send me a message that says new phone, who dis, I would be really upset.
And I did.
You did. It's like, hey, I know he's got his phone now.
Yeah, my best friend, I was like, I got my new phone, and he's so like super like just like precautious of everything. He does threat assessments everywhere he goes. He goes, how do I know this isn't some scammer that that got your phone? I'm like, I said, eat a dick, dude. And he's like, you could have watched YouTube, because I stream a lot and he's on there and I tell him to fuck off all the time. He goes, how do you know some of you didn't watch YouTube? And get that? So I just sent a picture of me with the middle finger, and he's like, "All right, gotcha." But yeah, it was a good weekend. Other than that, but anyway, that's my phone story. I know the guys are still waiting in the green room here, so let's bring them in. These two guys I originally met through Amanda Moore, through her show Reset and Rise to the Unbreakable with Amanda Moore, which I'm a producer of, and they're just two genuine Sicilians from Brooklyn. Forget about it. These guys are the real deal. It's going to be a blast. We had a great time, and I wanted to get them on this show. So without any further ado, please welcome Joe Conigliaro and Phil Bosco. Gentlemen, thanks for waiting. What's up, boys?
What's up, gentlemen? How you doing?
How you doing, guys?
How you doing?
How you doing? Rob, you want to know my story with the phone? I went to Temu and bought a phone.
Oh,
Oh God! Ain't nothing wrong with it. I gave it to a nice lady in the snack bar. She loves it. It works perfect. She thanks me every day.
Philly, how do you talk with Joey all day?
All day.
All day. Guys, I appreciate you being here. We had such a good time on Amanda's show. I had to have you back because number one, you guys are amazing, and number two, she never lets me talk. So at least I get to ask you guys some questions tonight. But it's good to see you guys. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate y'all coming on again.
I can attest to that. I was on Amanda's show before I was on Rob's show, and he was holding up signs just saying, "Hey, it's my turn. It's my turn."
Yeah, like the guys inside the road, like feed me, like money, please help me out. I'm like, please let me talk. But jeez. Anyway,
we can't talk bad about Amanda. We love her.
Hey, Rob.
We all do.
Maybe like a 2-foot bungee cord for your new phone.
Maybe that's a good idea. Or get one of those those hooks and chains on my belt loop and just chain it. That's a good idea. That's a really good. See,
you left it on the car? I left it
on top of the roof. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it made it 10 miles, 5-6 miles down the road, and I don't know. I have no idea.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
So you guys are in Custom Thumbz Pro Shop in Maple Lanes, the world famous Maple Lanes. For those guys, for you guys that don't know, how long you guys been operating out of there?
About 15 years. We are with probably the best owner family there is in the country. John Laspina and his family. They do everything that they can to make the bowlers happy. I am very, very lucky to be with them.
And Philly, you've been with him the whole time?
I bet you 9, 10. I retired in 16, and I think I told you when we were with Amanda, I was bowling league and happened to turn around, and the pair I was on was right, the pro shop was right behind it, and I see Joey. I said, what the hell is Joey doing in Rockville Centre? So naturally, between shots, I went in, we start shooting this shit, and before you know it, I said, look, if you need help, I'm retired now. I certainly don't want to sit home and watch, reruns of the Real McCoys and stuff like that.
I told you, Rob, I'm sick. He was my best customer. He was 2-3 balls a week.
And obviously, you guys knew each other long before that. When did you guys actually first meet each other? How long have you known each other?
I seen him in a bowling center in Queens called Woodhaven Lanes, and I used to notice something odd about him. Either he had 10 different pairs of shoes or 10 different shoelaces, different colors. Every time I saw him, he had a different color shoelace. What's going on with this?
Back then, back in the, what do they say? Back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Mostly everyone wore white Lins.
Yeah, I did.
And I said,
I do.
They're great shoes, but they're kind of boring.
Right.
So I did a little research, and I kind of started my own. I can change your lens to any color you want. So I got into a little business where, with shoe dye, and my mom wasn't too happy about it because I'm using spray paints and stuff in her basement. So, but it got so big that I had to kind of disband because I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
We wanted, I'm a Packers fan. I want yellow and green, and I'm this, and I'm that, It got way, way out of control. But Joey's right. Every week I'd have a different color with different laces. And
how did we go from Lins to now everybody needing 18 different soles and different heels? And how did we survive with just one pair of Lins? It's crazy.
How did we survive without this, Joey?
Yeah.
Like, come on, right? You're like, I didn't have my phone for a week. I'm like, what the hell do I do now? Like, what did I do back in the day? I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know if I don't think I told you when we were on with Amanda, but last May, so a year next month, we're bowling league, me, Joey, Arvin, and I forget who else was on. Oh, we had a girl with us. And we're on 11 and 12, and I stick on the approach. They're synthetic. And I go down like a sack of shit.
Oh, no.
Bowling ball. I actually fractured my tibia.
Oh.
Ooh.
I hit so hard that my knee, I still haven't bowled. I haven't thrown a ball since last May.
Yeah, you mentioned breaking your tibia, but you didn't mention how. So
my tibia healed real good, but my knee, wow.
Years ago, there was a company called Wilson. They made a one ball, ugly green ball, and they made an interchangeable pair of shoes for Lins with the little things you could change at the bottom.
The little round discs on the bottom.
Nobody wanted the shoe. Nobody wanted to buy it. Nobody was interested in it, and it's amazing. They were the first ones, and they didn't. It wasn't very successful.
Yeah.
Joey was the first one.
Joey's the innovator.
No, tell them that story. Joey, tell them that story.
This is the truth. And I used to go to a tournament in Mexico every year, and they're big with leather, and they were big in shoes. So I said, I'm so tired of buying a lefty pair and a righty pair of shoes. Can you please do me a favor and put the Velcro on the bottom and make it where it could be lefty or righty. Now I didn't go with different soles. That wasn't, but I used that for lefty and righty.
Nice.
Came back to New York. Everybody loved the shoe. We made it in leather. It looked like a dress shoe that was, and all of a sudden, like 6 months later, here comes Dexter with the shoe.
Of course. Should have patented it. You should have.
No, but to be all honest, I didn't patent it, so they're well under it. There's nothing they didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
So I need you to tell the story about, because Philly calls you a mad scientist. Back in the day when you wanted to start making your own grips and you were playing around with different chemicals and epoxies and stuff like that. When did you first start dabbling in all that?
Well, about 20 some odd years ago, maybe 25 years ago, I experimented on taking molds of your fingers, maybe more towards 30 years ago. So I was to use a dental impression powder, put it in a little cylinder, add a little warm water, mix it up, stick your finger in. And it came out, it was exactly your finger. I had to make a dye stone, and I poured that inside there, a nice hard material. It's easy to pour. And then when you pulled it out in a few minutes, you got an exact replica of somebody's finger. Well, then I just stood it up in clay, put a cylinder over it, and now I had to find the rubber to go with that. And at that time, 30 years ago, there was nothing around. I tried roofing epoxy. I tried any kind of rubber you can possibly imagine to try to get it to work for some people. It wasn't easy. I made a mess. A lot of times people yelling at me, and the stuff was nice. As soon as it got cold, it got rock hard. I said, I don't know. I'm not a chemist over here. I'm just playing around with stuff. And as I got into it, I found some companies with different materials that make it feel good. But it was a nightmare. Rob, trying to get somebody's exact finger and then making it, and then if it don't fit, it's hard to tighten up. So I said, oh, no. I got to just make regular grips where I can make them in different sizes.
So what materials did you end up going with?
I used a soft, they call it a Sure A rubber, and I like around 35 is the hardness. It's not too soft. It's not too hard. It's a perfect rubber. Again, that's being able to pour it.
Sure.
That kind of rubber is not easy to use as an injection molding. You got to use a different material.
Now, to your knowledge, nobody else was making molds like that, right? Like, to your knowledge, you came up with that.
Nobody was nuts enough to do this. I used to work in a bowling center, and this one, that was 30. Oh my God, it was 34 years ago, 35 years ago. I took shot glasses, and I used all the shot glasses on the counter in the middle of the bowling center. We had the console there, and I had everybody stick their fingers in these shot glasses, and then I would put the material inside it, and I had all these fingers, and I used to have to put them in a bag, put their names on. The owner came by and says, "What the heck's going on here? That's for drinkers."
He used to walk the streets of New York, Queens, whatever borough, with a scale with white powder, like it was nothing.
Well, the other stores, I had a few stores that wanted to try it, so I have to walk a little further. And I got there and said, "I can't believe I just did this. How did I not get arrested?"
Oh man,
that's great.
That's an amazing story.
and we all got together because I'm sure I don't know how it was out there, but especially in New York, when a new ball came out 35 years ago, there was always a seminar.
Yeah.
Everybody went to LaGuardia Airport to one of the big hotels, and they put on this seminar with a buffet and the whole enchilada, and
they taught you how to drill the ball, buy a couple of them.
You'd fall asleep halfway through the damn thing, and
But after I gave up on those custom, those molded of exactly of your fingers, I had a great story once in Van Wyck Lanes. They saw me making molds, and there was a league. How would you describe it? Well, the league asked me if I was to make a copy of their private parts, and I said, well, wait a second here. Let me
Look at this poor guy.
for $50, which 35 years ago, I gave them the drill bit tube. I put the dental impression powder halfway in. Told them to when you're ready, mix it. Add some water, mix it up, and do what you got to do with it. And I gave him another 2 canisters to pour it inside, and then the next day pull it out. He says, "Oh my God, you want to see it? It's fantastic." I said, "No, I don't want to see it."
I know Jimi Hendrix. There's a story about Jimi Hendrix doing that with like plastic Paris or something back in the day. But
I'm just glad you didn't have to give the guy one of the shot glasses for what he was looking for.
No. Oh my God! No. But this is dental impression powder is so precise that it's scary what it looked like.
So did you actually see it?
No,
Okay.
no. But I've done molds of people's thumbs and fingers. I can use your fingerprints off this thing.
That's crazy.
On that corner, Joe, for 1 second.
Oh no, I don't want to show them all
Why
the
not?
molds.
Why,
I'm the one I'm the one that invented Custom Thumbz. I couldn't stand it anymore if a guy had 10 bowling balls and all 10 of them felt different.
Right.
No, they didn't have all the stuff they have now. So I figured it out that if I just made a little notch in the center of the thumb, put a cylinder over the hole, put some clay around it, and poured silicone inside the hole, it can copy the exact shape, the bevel, the insides, the center, everything's there. So now all I got to do is once I have the mold, put another cylinder on top of it and pour urethane, hard urethane inside it, and I got a thumb. And every thumb will be exactly the same.
That's amazing.
A lot of professional bowlers using it.
Like a phallic symbol, but that's my mold.
Yeah.
That's my mold, and this is my thumb that I make from this mold.
That's so cool.
Oh my God, Rob, I had Walter Ray, I had Mark Roth, I had so many professional
Johnny
bowlers
Petraglia.
Oh my God.
I made him so many thumbs, I lost count.
To this day, they still use it with other companies because I couldn't get the patent for it. I had the patent, but I couldn't enforce it because
Right.
they were just using materials. But to this day they're just using the solid cylinder they give you. They make their thumb and they put that right inside it, and they put it into their interchangeable now.
Ask Joey what year or when was the last time he ever bought a thumb slug or a solid thumb? The last time we ever bought one.
Oh, it's got to be. I don't know if it's 30 years or more.
Wow.
And I still to this day can't understand why the companies
They get $350 for a thumb.
would make a solid slug when 99, maybe 999 out of 1,000, you're going to drill it out. So I can make 2 thumbs for the price of one. Any 7/8 or bigger, I'm perfect. If anything smaller than I make one, I still save material. But they make them solid because that's easier for them to make and charge everybody a fortune. Not me.
Yeah, but they're never correct. They're either too tight or too loose, or you got to put tape in. You got to take tape out. I mean, it's just they don't have the.
Well, we can actually make the mold.
Right.
Say the guy has.
No, but he's saying they're inconsistent.
Yeah, but we can even make the mold with tape inside the thumb hole.
Yeah.
So the mold would come out with the tape on it.
I always hated regular thumb slugs, but I mean, I used it my whole life because I didn't know any better. I mean, that's all my pro shop had, back at Bradley Bowl in Connecticut and Windsor Locks. But and we had great pro shop operators, but it wasn't a thing.
Well, naturally you got Joe Pole,
Sure.
and Turbo and blah 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 blah, but we still have customers that, they'll go with a custom thumb.
Yeah.
And we have way over 300 that have custom thumbs.
It's very simple to do too. A lot of the guys don't want to take the time to make sure the insert sits all the way down, so they make sure the bevel and everything sits right. Like they'll go shortcut it, and of course it's going to feel different. So a lot of times the shops kind of mess up the product because they don't do it right.
You get a phone call, Philly. I want a blah 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 ball. Okay, you got a custom thumb? Yeah. Okay. We have a book that everybody's name and they have a number that's assigned to them. You look up their name. You pull out that bag with their mold. You make the thumb. You don't even need them.
So if you've been doing it that long, and I'm just playing armchair quarterback, I mean, you can speculate if you don't know. Why don't other pro shops do what you're doing?
They do. I allowed a guy named Tommy Laskow, after my father passed, to take it, and he's actually selling it. He in fact, he has Turbo now that puts their name on it through him, and they're selling it through him. So it's still out there, and he knows I gave him permission to use it. I got too much else going on. I didn't really need it. But if anybody wants custom thumbs, they can either contact me or even Storm. Storm's got it through Tommy.
When did you decide to get into custom grips?
Be right back, fellas.
Okay, Tom.
Okay. When did I get? 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, not that long ago.
Like a year or two after the pandemic, kind of.
Yeah, maybe a little longer.
Kind of went away.
It just something bothered me that the bowler would just change the grips for the start of the night, and by the end of the night, he'd come to me and says the grips are too tight. I says it's crazy. You just had the grips fit you perfect, and it happened over and over again. I said no, we got to do something. Now I know all about vacuum grips. I know about the 2 drill bit sizes, but a lot of stores, including myself, hate drilling the 2 different size holes.
Right.
So I said, be a little easy if I could just make the grip with the base a little bigger and the bottom, the top of the grip a little smaller. So you just put it in the hole. You got the customer has a little wiggle room, and if it swells, there's room for them to swell. It's perfect. So here I go again, starting the right materials and stuff. I used everyone in this bowling alley as a guinea pig. Everyone.
Oh, I cannot tell you how many grips we went through. Oh my God. Too soft, too hard, wore out, no good, boom, back. Oh.
I got a call from Vice Grip, Rob, and they said, we got a promo. We will take every one of your old grips that's not from us, and we will replace it with one. Now, I had boxes and boxes, thousands and thousands of grips. I said, really? How many grips can I? I don't care. As many. I can give you 20,000 grips. She says, I don't think so.
Craig says, I have some grips arriving Saturday. I've changed out all of my bowling balls with your grips. About 15 of them or more. I lost count. Oh, good. That's awesome, Craig. But he's
I love that. Thank you, Craig.
He's a customer, so that's awesome. So we had Joe Poe on the show last year, and they're a great family. And they talked about getting into custom finger grips as well, interchangeable finger grips as well. But obviously, you were the first one to do that. What's your locking mechanism to keep them?
No. They want to get it in like Turbo has with the same thing as the thumb to do the fingers. I don't do that. There's no locking.
Okay.
My thumb is not interchangeable. It's just you just push it in the hole, put a little glue at the top, and you're done.
I got you. Okay. I wasn't sure. Thank you for specifying that. I thought you guys were interchangeable. Okay, so there's two different styles.
The bowl, there's not that many customers that want that type of thing there, and it would be very expensive.
It would be,
and, it's crazy.
But with Joe's grips, you will get 2 to 3 sizes beyond what the grip says.
I was gonna say, yeah. Like yours are so good. I mean, you don't need to change them out. So that's what makes custom grips better than everybody else. And how much
now just to show you, this is just one of the ovals. If you notice, the bottom base is a little fatter than the top. And that's all you need, 3 drill bit sizes difference. So when it pushes in, you'll have you can't even hardly see it, but you could feel it. And when it goes in, your fingers mold around the grip and really fit pretty good. I hate to say it. I mean, I like to say it. They fit good. And I know not everyone uses ovals. That's why we had molds made of the ones with the quarter pitch grip in, and that's coming out real soon. I should have samples here in about a week.
No, you're not just doing grips. You're doing all kinds of stuff. You got chamois and towels and shirts and hats. And...
Rob, to put on my website, customgripswithaz.com, to do that, I said I can't just put 2 different color grips there.
Right.
So I just at night when I go home, I go right to China. Me and Alibaba are best friends, and I find out this guy and that guy and this guy. Next thing you know, I got towels, I got 6 different chamois, I got ball buffers, I got 4 different ball buffers.
Well, we call them seesaws, you know.
I got 300 gloves coming. I got an NFL tacky glove. You know, the real tacky glove that the football players use.
Yep.
On a glove, on a tacky glove.
I got to get me one of them.
Says, are you crazy? I says, yeah, I want it. And I have the sample. I have one here. And people love it. They're all waiting for the glove to come.
Craig says your grips have increased his rev rate. So that's awesome.
Greg's my new friend there. Greg, you call me up and text me. You got shirts coming.
All right, we'll make that happen. We will make that happen. So, I mean, how much tinkering around did you do with that before you perfected it? Like, how long did it take before you were satisfied?
Well, I had to do everything.
And naturally, I'm with him all day. So
Sure.
who's the guinea pig? Philly, how does this feel? How does it? Joe, it's a little hard, but you're on the right track. You know. Then he would put a pair in, and it was when I was bowling a lot, and they would wear out in 20 games. Yeah. I'm going, Joe, no good. We got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. But before that, I actually had to use a bowling ball to step the drills and make cylinders, and there was so many little steps to get to make everything. But you know what? You keep doing it, and little by little, it comes through.
Sure. Craig says you already sent him a shirt, so tough shit, Craig. You can't get another.
We'll give him a chamois.
That was fast. You guys are like Jimmy John's. He said he's going to send him a shirt, and he's already got it.
How do you got for the boys?
If I tell you how many shirts we have in our store, I must have 300-400 shirts, and I love to give them away to the people around the country and the people in the bowling center. I like it.
Well, you guys, we'll get into your giveaways because we know you guys do a lot of that as well. But Todd, if you got anything you want
to, I'm just kind of thinking on a personal level. I've been out of bowling for several years for some injury issues with my hand, and I had a couple surgery on my back, on my elbow, and my thumb on my hand it's almost kind of dead. I have some feeling there, but it's not much. And I'm starting back this summer, bowling in a league. And I mean, is there something you guys can suggest? I mean, is there a grip that's going to help me feel the ball better?
You're going to need to go to about a half forward on your thumb. Okay. So the pitch is going to help you stay in the ball. You're going to have to adjust your span a little bit where it gets comfortable so you can exit your thumb right.
I've already gone short with it.
Yes, but I don't know what your thumb pitch is now, but you need at least a half to 3/4 forward and maybe a little right. We got to let the ball hold your thumb because you can't feel it.
Okay.
And that's all you'll need. Maybe you go a little bit away with your fingers so it can just feel the pads and you can roll it off your hand nice and easy. Because you can't use a pitch that's going to make you hold the ball because you can't feel it.
Right.
So we got to take that out of the equation. So go with the half to a 3/4 forward, and you'll see good results.
Todd, I have a similar situation. My thumb, I had open heart surgery, and they told me you're going to probably lose a little feeling in your thumb and your index finger, maybe your middle finger, and sure as shooting, especially on the outside of my thumb.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of feeling, so all right, I drill my own stuff, but
Sure.
I'm a half under.
Okay.
I'm a half under, so I can stay in the ball a little bit longer, because I know if I go reverse, I probably won't even feel the ball come off my hand. You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
trial and error.
Absolutely.
Trial and error.
Joey, is there a way to get a mold for Todd? He's in Cincinnati. Is there a way to send him anything out that he can try? Or
would have to need to know his thumb size. If you can go to your shop and tell him what size you are, and just let me know what thumb size, I can make the thumb for you.
Okay.
And then all you do is have to drill.
I'm definitely interested in giving it a try. I mean, what do I have to lose?
Yeah, I'll send you the inserts and a bunch of thumbs for you, and you'll have no more issues.
Okay. Hey, I'm willing to try it. I appreciate that, guys.
And all you got to do is go in the shop and stick your finger in the bunch of sizes that he's got and find the thumb that you like, and just tell me what it is, and I'll take care of the rest.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So let's talk about the custom giveaways. When did you guys decide that you wanted to spin the wheel and give away stuff on Facebook?
I'll tell you the truth. I had no desire to it. The store was busy enough. We're doing the grips. I'm making thumbs. I'm doing everything possible to keep myself busy. And a friend of mine's wife lost her job. So I felt bad. I says, don't worry, I'm going to create a job for you. She goes, how? I says, just be the cameraman and we're going to do videos. I'll give a ball away. And I cannot believe how fast.
Way over 3 years.
Oh, my Lord, how easy it is and how the nice people I met around the country doing this. And it's just growing and growing.
Texas, the Carolinas, Idaho.
Look, I met Amanda through there. I mean, she's
California,
such a nice person.
Pennsylvania.
Amanda's fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, we send stuff everywhere.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm bowled in the Nationals. I'm in the airport. I'm with a couple of friends of mine, and some guy comes up to me and says, "You're that famous guy I see on Facebook."
Yeah.
Remember now, when I started this, I needed to do something different. I needed to do something a little crazy. So I used to go on Temu and buy all kind of suit jackets and wigs and hats.
Oh,
and listen, I know I can't sing, but I would sing, I would dance, and just do crazy things on the thing. So people said, I got to tune in just to see what this guy is gonna do next.
Right.
I come in looking like Cheech with amigos, como tu estás, and I be singing everything.
Yeah, I think I told you we had a tornado. It was like a tornado. The water was coming into the bowling alley. That's how bad it was raining and flooding. He's outside singing in the rain.
I didn't know what to do. I said, you know what? Let me try this. I put on the hat. I did, and I was Gene Kelly for a few minutes. I loved it.
You gotta live your life, man. That's fantastic.
Oh my God! I did Bruno Mars. There was so many Frank Sinatra. You can name it. I every day. The only one I didn't. I'm sick. I didn't. I'm gonna eventually do it. Is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
I want to do Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep.
That may be a little difficult trying to find the mask or the makeup for it.
Oh no! They sell it. They sell it for Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey and Timu.
Yeah,
Joey and Timu were on a first name
Yeah,
basis.
you can buy it all. I just want to come there so I can hit him, and hit him over the head with a paper.
I mean, with the beginning of the stories that we heard when we started the show, you could probably create your own mold for Mrs. Doubtfire.
Right. Do
Yeah,
the face
why not?
yourself.
Just make your own
You can probably
mask.
do the mold yourself. Do the face.
Yeah, you're probably right. But they sell it real cheap. No, you don't have to do nothing.
We're gonna start calling you Chinese Conigliaro instead of
Timu, call me Little Timu.
Little Timu.
We only just recently got rid of everything.
It's hilarious.
I mean, we had hats.
The best one I still like. The best one is when I somebody gave me a jacket, a beige jacket that looked like the old ABC with Nelson Burton.
Oh,
so I got me a wig,
Oh.
and I actually looked. You got to see this video. Looked like Nelson Burton with this jacket with the tag ABC on it, and I'm going, Nelson, you want me? You come see me. You took my job. You got no chance. And he called me up. Randy called me up. He goes, oh my God.
Tell him what show. Tell him what giveaway. What guest was the lowest viewership? Well, we had Randy.
Oh no, I'm like my buddy. I can't say that about my buddy.
No. Philly brought it up. You got it out there. No, you got to talk about it.
Well, Randy was pretty honest. Randy was honest. He said something about string pins. If anybody dares bowl in a bowling center with string pins, I won't be on the show no more. Well,
he ain't on the show no more.
Well, see you later.
Poor Randy. He's on Bowl TV now, so he's doing all right. He's got a new home on Bowl TV.
I called Randy up about a year and a half ago, and I say, Randy, I know you're a big shot with the pro bowlers and all this. I know him a long time because I was on tour with him.
Yeah,
we fool around with each other all the time. I says, I want you to be a partner in this company of mine. I think you can help me promote it, get the pros. I'll get PBA registered. I'll do the whole 9 yards. He goes, great idea. But what about my idea about when you go golfing and you need a hat for a refrigerator hat for beers? And I says, Randy, I just offered you a percentage, and you want me to talk about beer? You're out. You're fired.
So what are your plans for expanding? Obviously, it's been 3-4 years now. How are you looking to distribute across the country? What's your plan?
Right now we have one distributor, and I only went to one place right now. It's Peter Hakem at Island Bowling. He handles the East Coast. He's doing pretty good. He actually said we're doing pretty nice. I'm waiting for that trade show because I wanted to have more than just the ovals before I go to the other distributors. Mm-hmm. And like I told you with Amanda's show, my grip is different. A lot of pro shop guys are so set in their ways with Turbo and Vice that a new company, they don't have more room space to put another company's wall of grips. So I need to go the other way and create it from the customer. Like my man over there watching the show, I got to him. So eventually he's going to go back to his pro shop and say, listen, you better start stocking this grip. Right. It's really the only way to do this.
So you said the trade show is actually in July. It's in Nashville. We talked about getting together and having dinner or something. So I'm looking forward to
steak. Yes.
Looking forward to that. But after that, and are you gonna? What's the words I'm looking for? How are you going to get your name out there other than Facebook and all that? I mean, how are you going to create a network where customers can reach you? Do you have any plans for that?
In this business, you definitely, as of now, you need the distributors, and there's probably 10 or 12, good popular distributors, and they'll handle your product. Okay. But it's my job not to just give it to the distributors. I have to create the demand to the customer. So now the customers can call, the pro shops will call the distributor, they'll buy the grips. I don't want to deal with 5,000 pro shops. I'd rather deal through the 10 or 12 distributors, be easy that way. And I'm still using a test market for my store. Like in my store, we go through about 10 sets or more every day. With a lot of grips for a new grip. It's crazy.
Yeah.
People come in, put the grips, and our success rate with the inserts is pretty good.
Well, that leads me to ask then, how do you plan to meet the production needs? How are you going to ramp up your production? Because obviously it's just you guys there. So do you have a plan for?
I have 100,000 grips as we're speaking.
Yeah.
Holy
in Giovo, I got 200,000 lip grips coming in.
that's insane.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you just got to talk to my wife. My movie room in my basement is gone. It's all grips in the store here. In the store, we gotta have 20,000 grips or more.
Easy.
How do you plan to fit them all? Then how do you? I mean, when you have all, let's just say you had 1,200 orders come in, all different sizes. You got to make each spec for each customer. How are you going to keep up with the demand for it?
No, I don't have to do any of it. Like my distributor has a ton of grips, so he don't do anything. Like I'll just give. Let's say I give 50,000 grips to each distributor. We don't have to do anything with the product and make sure I keep the customers happy.
Okay, so look, I'm a student from Connecticut. I don't know much about business.
No, it's okay. My job is to get the customers samples and let them in their hand. I want them to try it. That's my job, to promote it.
I got you.
Sales wise, I don't want to step on their toes. Let the distributors make the money.
Craig said you got this from X in the Pit Pro Shop in a week.
My buddies, I love them. Oh, they're the best.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, no, I'm good. I like, because I never got a chance to ask you that on the last show about the whole how your business model is. So it's good to know that it's that easy.
I miss my buddies at X in the Pit because I started them and I gave them the inserts and all this, and then of course Peter Hakem, the distributor, he now handles them. So I miss talking to my buddies there. I love it.
So when it comes to different pro shop operators that want to put these in for customers, how do you get them on board as far as learning the process?
Oh, the process is easy. It's a one-step process. Just drill the hole, push the grip in, and glue it. That's it.
Okay, all right.
You can't get any easier than that.
I made this grip where it's very, very simple.
No more ring at the bottom of the hole.
Right.
Drill. Take the drill bit out. Put the other one in. Take it out. Put the other one hole. Put the grip in. How's that feel? Oh, that feels great. Put the glue. See you later.
That's genius, man. That is. That's so innovative.
It's gotta be easy. Just like I made the custom thumb.
Yeah.
Guys got shapes and knots and big bevels, little bevels. So I have to make it where it's all done already. Drill the hole, push it in, and glue it. Next person. I have to do it. Time is important.
Yeah.
Right.
Some of these people, some of these guys they have thumbs. They look like snake heads.
Sure.
I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good Joey is, how good I am. You are never, ever.
I think the reason why
if you get 2 out of 50 to be dead close, you're doing good.
Do you know Walter Ray used to throw out over 50% of his balls before he threw them?
Why?
Because he had so much bevel in his thumb, and if he did it a little bit too much, he couldn't throw it. He garbage. If he shaped out the oval a little wrong, garbage. So it drove him crazy until I made a copy of his thumb and made him a bunch of molds, and now his thumb is there with everything in it. He just has to drill one hole, push the insert and glue it, and it's gone. That's why the same thing with the finger grip. I don't want any. I want it to be easy for everybody. This way, it's also consistent.
I bet Brunswick was happy when he stopped wasting 30 freaking balls.
Well, he didn't care. He wasn't paying for it. It was on the truck.
So I'm sure they were happy about it.
Even on our box, Rob, it gives you what drill bit to use, up to what size, and it can't be any simpler.
That's awesome.
It can't be any simpler.
Todd?
So it won't be that hard, Rob. Once everything gets to go and I get a few more distributors involved in it. Right now, if I get a store from outside Peter's area, obviously I ship it to them, but I don't think it's going to be much longer. Little by little, it's growing the way it is. It's going to be something nice.
I love that.
So, I want to do something kind of nice. You two are fantastic. I told Rob before the show, I've not had a good start to the week. It's been a little rough, so busy. And he said that I would enjoy today's show, and he's not wrong. I needed to laugh, and you guys were making me laugh, so I appreciate it. I as he said at the start of the show, I'm the sales manager for Bolify. I sell and move and talk to a lot of people about jerseys every day. I wear a bowling jersey every day. And I would love to get, if you guys would send me your logo, I would be happy to put Custom Grips logo on my jerseys. Every one that
you have it already, buddy.
Amanda's probably had it in there, right?
No, I've made some shirts with Bolify.
Okay.
Text me tomorrow. I'll make some more up.
All right.
You guys make some really nice shirts for me.
It's gonna go on every one of my jerseys, and I'll make sure we start promoting it on my page. And I've got my page where we've got about 6,000 followers on my tournament page, I think. I want to do anything I can to help you guys grow, because what you guys are doing is pretty fantastic. That's all I got to say.
You'd be surprised how many bowlers use expansion grips that you never thought they used it. You know what I'm saying? You thought they used a regular vice or a turbo, but they actually use expansion grips. And you know, the art is going away. Guys don't want to waste the time of drilling. Oh, I got to take out 42 drill bits, and this is boom, boom. See, gone. You're gone. One hole, put the grip in. How does that feel? That feels great. Little glue. See you later.
What style grip do you use?
The grips that I have are Vice grips. They're Vice.
No, but I don't care about the company.
You use a lip. You use an oval.
Oh, it's an oval. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the oval, especially with your feel and stuff.
Cool.
You, like I said, text me tomorrow. Tell me your thumb size, and I'll make the mold for you. And give me an idea of what your finger grip sizes are. I'll send you some grips. You'll love them.
I know this sounds crazy.
Can I give you one of these shirts? Listen, one of my best friend's son is a fantastic bowler, Devin Flowers.
I know Devin Flowers.
Fantastic.
Well, he's like our nephew.
I made this shirt for him.
That's pretty awesome.
I love that.
Rip it and rip it.
So next time you talk to Devin Flowers, ask him. Devin used to be. He dated a young lady here in Cincinnati. And he was down here bowling a lot of my tournaments. So I got to know Devin, and he was just phenomenal to watch. That's all I got to say.
Small world. It is. It's a small world.
Yeah, Devin's good people.
That's cool.
He actually works for the distributor.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, we got him in there. We got him up there.
Hey, so when's Arvin going to start drilling balls? When are we going to get him on the machine?
He's got to grow about 6 inches.
Yeah, he can't reach.
Just give him a stool or something to step on.
All jokes aside,
he's nervous about it.
And he has a lot of trouble with fractions and how to split them.
But he actually drilled the Joe Po interchangeable thumb on Saturday.
Oh, he did?
So he is starting to come around.
Look at that. Growing up already. Come on, that's good stuff.
He'll do it. He'll be able. But I'm nervous. If he ever learns himself, he'll call me up and say, "Joey, I just drilled 3 balls for myself."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he has a bad addiction.
He can't go a week without a new ball.
He got a bad addiction, man.
What's up with that? Back in the look, I used a 3-ball roller. It's probably the most I ever used in my life. I used to throw 1 ball, and I don't throw a spare. I don't have a plastic ball. I throw my strike ball for my spares. I mean, when did that become a thing? Like having to bring in 9 balls to a tournament.
All the companies. There's so many of them. They keep coming out with new balls, and guys want to have the new ball. I'm sick. I lost this one guy that he averaged the ball a week, and he didn't do it for 1 year. He did it for years.
Wow.
Averaged the ball a week. And he got a heart attack on the job, and he decided not to bowl no more. And I said, "You just cost me a lot of money, sir. You got to get healthy. I need you." I can't have this.
I told you when I started out, I didn't start with Joey. I was in Whitestone at another bowling center. I didn't take salary for a year. That's how much stuff I drilled.
I told you he was my best customer.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, he was Nicky before Nicky.
Yeah. Oh, I was now, you know.
There's a lot of guys listen, for whatever reason, they want to buy themselves a ball.
If we came on here and we said we had a driver that guaranteed you 3 more yards, how many people are going to buy that driver?
Everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. My driver's 153 yards now.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So here's a bowling ball. Guarantee it's going to hook a board and a half more. Everybody and their sister has to have that ball.
But Rob, it's more than it makes them feel good when they get something new in their hand. It's not like going to the store and buying a jacket or a shirt, a sweater, a pin.
I rather buy sneakers. I rather buy sneakers.
Calm down. Don't say that. Don't. He didn't say nothing. You buy a bowling ball. It's un-American not to buy balls.
I mean, I was that one to have the shiny new toy, but every month, like, do we seriously need new releases every month?
No, not every. More than that.
Is it really? Is it really that all?
I think it's more. I think it's more than that now, especially with a main company with three companies under one umbrella. They can stagger them to where they come out more than once.
Absolutely.
But if you're not on staff, you can't afford that. Like the average person can't afford to buy a new ball every couple of weeks. That's insane.
Oh, Rob, we're Sicilian.
Rob, calm down here a little bit. Don't be letting people. They want to buy a ball to feel better. Let them feel better.
No, you're right. Like, no,
absolutely. From New York, we figure it out. Don't worry.
Forget about it.
What happens is after they bowl with that ball a little bit, they get their new ball, they give it to someone, and I get the plug job.
That's a great idea. Yeah, no,
so it comes around even better.
You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. You're right. Everybody should buy a new ball every 2 weeks.
You want to bet today? I bet you we had to have between 15 and 20 plug jobs alone. One day.
One day. Damn.
Guys don't do that in a week.
No, they don't. That's crazy.
And like I told you, we have to say, oh, yeah, be ready tomorrow.
Rob, I'm afraid to drill up a ball. When I drill up a ball, there's 3 guys that say, I got dibs. Because they know I'm only going to use it a couple of weeks, and they.
I was that guy. I was that guy several years ago when I bowled a lot. I drilled a lot of bowling balls, a lot.
Yeah.
And it was only because that's new. I want to give this one a try. I didn't need to.
Absolutely.
So when Philly was one of those guys that once a week he'd buy a ball. God. So customers would come up and say, another ball? He goes, what are you worried about? It's my money. You should leave me alone.
See, I'm old school. I use the original teal Rhino Pro and the Forest Green Quantum I got in 1993, 1994. I still have them in my garage. They never cracked. I've had them in cold, hot, cold. I've been in 14 different states. Those will still roll down the lane and hit. They don't make them like that.
Those Quantums had a shell.
Yeah.
The Quantums were something else. There's no question about that. So Rob, your balls are well traveled.
That was the first $200 ball I remember, and he had to sign a piece of paper.
$205.
And if we didn't sell it for $200, they were gonna throw me out. I said, "Throw me out of where? It's my money. If as long as I buy the stuff, I pay for it. Don't tell me how much I'm gonna sell it for."
I remember seeing it in my pro shop for $205, but Bradley was having a raffle, and I ended up entering it, and I won that ball. So I didn't pay for it. I won 2 JBTs with that ball, and I still got it.
You were in the area. You were one of the best bowlers and nicest person around. That Mike Lickstein.
Litchie, yeah. Good kid. His dad too. I love both Litchies. I grew up watching him, man. You want to talk about a kid that if he wanted to go on tour, he would have crushed them, but he didn't need to.
Absolutely.
He's still crushing them.
Everything else, so he didn't need to.
Yeah. I was with his father on the truck with the PBA the day he won the high roller.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
The father gets off the phone and says, "My son just won a $200,000 tournament."
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, how many guys really are out there around the country? And there's a lot that just absolutely wipe up their local scene or their tri-state area that they don't need to go on tour. I mean, there's only such a small percentage of guys on tour that make it well,
Right.
that stand local and bowl in the high rollers and bowl in these other things. They're going to make more money, and
Sure. You guys remember Rudy Revs?
Absolutely. Saw Rudy a couple weeks ago here in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
they're like brothers. Joey and him are like brothers.
I know. Yeah, that's cool.
We traveled. We went on tour together. We did a lot of bowling and even local tournaments, but it's different now. The Pro Bowlers Tour.
Sure.
If you don't have close to 500 revs on tour, you're in a lot of trouble because you're not going to be able to play in the right zone there that these guys could play in. It's a different game. Yeah. I don't think Walter Ray would have succeeded in today's environment.
Yeah, I used to watch Rudy Revs bowl. He'd bowl all over the Northeast, and he'd bowl Nebas and stuff like that. I mean, I used to love watching him bowl. He's a good guy.
I met Rudy years back bowling in the Hoikey Super Classic at Western Bowl in Cincinnati. He won. Yep. And then he was here last month bowling the Bradley doubles with Brian Himmler. So Brian's a good friend. I bring up Brian all the time. We need to get him on the show.
Yeah, we do.
He was
bowling. So if you were with Rudy when he won the Super Hunky?
I was there that year. I bowled that year. Obviously, I did not.
Because I drove with him down there. So me and Rudy were together. We were there, and I'm telling him, Rudy, what are you doing? He goes, what do you mean? You can't win.
It was a thing of beauty.
You can win if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, watching the ball come off his hand during that tournament was a thing of beauty. That's all I got to say.
Yes. We were bowling in the Super Hoikey before the tournament started. They were doing $50 pot games.
Oh yeah.
So Rudy gets on the lanes because he sees Wayne Webb. So Wayne Webb comes in and says, Mr. Hook is here. Mr. Hooks or whatever is that. So he gets there and he's swinging the fourth arrow nice, and everyone's saying, wow. Joey, give me $50. He gets on the lanes, throwing it with all his speed, playing an hour or two deeper than him. Wayne Webb was done.
Yeah.
Wayne, good ball.
I mean, hey, that's the thing. He could do that back in the day. That you see a lot of tournaments and a lot of patterns, and we always say who can get as a right-hander, who can get the furthest left has got the best chance to win. And Rudy could do that before anybody had to move left. He was already in left and had the best look.
The other guy was you remember Newman? Remember Mike Newman?
Oh, he was one of the best. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was a pure bowler. I still think he's one of the best bowlers ever.
But I agree.
Back to Rudy. Me and Rudy went to San Antonio, Texas to bowl in the U.S. Nationals. $50,000 for first, which is a beautiful tournament. We go there and we meet Joe, a whole bunch of names. Rudy says, what are all these pieces of paper on the wall? The guy introduced him. He says, we call those the brackets. We put 8 people in the brackets. And he goes, what? Rudy Revs brought the brackets to New York.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Rudy Revs that brought the brackets here.
Yeah, I love him.
That's amazing. Everybody did brackets in the Northeast after that. I remember we had brackets at Bradley too, in Howell and Carolier and everywhere. Yeah.
First time we saw it was in San Antonio.
That's amazing.
Some of the tournaments that I run anymore, the brackets are more of a
enticement.
It's a yes.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, how much action are you going to have? It's like
what about the guys that are on your team in league, and they go in 20 brackets.
Yep.
And then I go to get his money for the envelope, and he says, "Oh, I'm not putting in this week." Well, don't go in 20 brackets. Go in 15. Put something in the envelope, because if he bowls miserable the first game, he's miserable for the rest of the night.
That's right.
We had to put rules in some of the leagues and there's one big league, and I know other bowling centers have done it around here. If you're behind on your league fees, you can't get in brackets.
You can't go in options. That's a good.
We had a lot of issues with the brackets being people from New York and how they could try to finagle their way and make some money. The guys that running the brackets would wait till the 4th, 5th frame to a bowling and put the guys in that were doing well. That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
Or the other way is the customer would tell the bracket guy, come see me at the end. And by the time he comes see him, it's the 7th, 8th frame. He said, "No, I don't want any today."
Sure. Yeah, of course.
The only way that works is if they say, "Put me in all," and come and tell me how much I owe. That's the only way that works.
Yeah, of course.
That's good.
But there's so many good stories. Oh, yeah. I don't want to talk bad about nobody. It should all be in a little book. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it would not be a little book, sir.
No, it wouldn't. No. Jesus. War and Peace. You guys can write War and Peace too, for crying out loud.
No question about it.
Have you thought about writing a book? I mean, you guys could alternate chapters and tell all your stories.
Well, I was really good friends with a guy named Bob Perry. When he won the high roller, he changed his name to Bob Przicki, not to pay the taxes.
Oh,
he was probably one of the best bowlers ever. That's how good he was.
Oh my God!
He wrote a book. He was from New Jersey. It was a pleasure to be around this guy, but could never hold on to any money. He was horrible.
Well, there's a guy here locally that won the high rollers twice, and same problem. I mean, he's a dear friend of mine. I've known him since youth leagues, but he could never keep his money in his pocket, and he just now started back bowling after having some heart troubles. And I pray for the guy and hope he does well every day. But stories were that there were people waiting for him on the concourse after they handed him the big check, waiting for his money.
Yeah, that happens to all these good bowlers. I don't know why.
It's a damn shame. It really is.
It is a shame. Yeah, especially if they're gamblers. I mean, I'm sure you guys got bookies still. Do you guys still have bookies? It's not even. It's legal now to.
Nah, they're all offshore. They all did it. There's very few guys because it's easy to get in trouble.
Sure.
But there's a guy that still drills balls in Vegas that I used to be on tour with him a little bit, and he won 2 high rollers. What a nice guy! Oh God. Indian guy? It was not Indian. Oh God! But he's out of Vegas right now. He was lucky enough to win that twice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The odds of winning it once.
To win the high rollers for $100,000, win it once is one thing.
Yeah.
And then to win it twice, and the fact that we both know somebody that's won it twice is kind of crazy, and it's not the same person.
Was that the greatest tournament? We would sit in the audience, and usually whoever threw the ball last was the loser, because that's how it turned out. There was great bowlers needing to make a 1-pin spare and missing it by the whole building.
By a foot,
you just need a hit the head pin, you'd miss it. You'd throw 3 to the left. It was just crazy to watch.
Yeah.
Probably more pressure than you would be winning something on tour. I mean, there's there's
no question.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, with the Super Classic, I mean, if you weren't bowling, the side action going on in the back, betting on the guys that were on the pair in front of you was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were a gambler, you could either make or lose a lot of money just sitting back watching.
Yeah,
absolutely. Great stories about JP bowling action and Ernie bowling action back in the day in Brooklyn and New Jersey, and I don't even know if that even exists. Is there still action in the local centers?
A little bit now, a little bit. The UBA is starting to bring it back, and who will challenge who. And there's a few guys here that they bowl for 500, 1,000, 2,000 a game every once in a while. So there's a little bit of action.
Not like years ago.
Not like
Oh my God.
No, Dougie with his YouTube page does a lot of action matches and things.
I love Dougie Vision.
The guy that faked a heart attack on the lanes and had the ambulance pick him up because he's playing both sides of the fence. He passes out on the approach. They put him in the ambulance 3 blocks away. He says, "Stop this truck. I got to get out."
That's insane. That's funny.
Yeah. True story.
Yeah, no, back in the day, we had action at Bradley. I mean, we had the best local bowlers, and would turn the lights off, it's leagues are over Friday night, and they just, they'd bowl till 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. I mean, it was just a different time.
In Connecticut, you had a guy that won the Masters and they shut him out of all our local tournaments over here. Brian, yeah. It was Brian
Bohegan, whatever.
Bogosian.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Bradley guy. Yeah, he
is a great
redheaded
bowler.
dude.
Yes. Yep. He was a great bowler.
Yeah, he was good.
Oh yeah.
But Rudy had a lot of action. Rudy bowled a lot. He bowled everybody.
Yeah.
Well, because everybody wanted to bowl Rudy. That's why.
That's true. No, that's true. Yeah, my stepdad was a local bowler at Bradley, multiple 300s. He tried to bowl the regional tour. He bowled Lilac City. He'd go to Oneonta. He'd go to all these upstate New York tournaments, and unfortunately, he realized you need a lot of money to be on tour. And this is back in 94, 95. I mean, this is a long time ago, but even back then, it was expensive if you wanted to be on the regional tour. And he just decided that as good as he was, he didn't want to do that grind. I mean, it's just such a grind back then. But he had multiple Connecticut state records. Him and Tony Renard and Roger Burrell and Marcel Lassard. I mean, we had so many good bowlers that came out of Bradley and Litchi. And you guys, I mean, obviously had him in New York and New Jersey. And, Troy Lint was huge in Pennsylvania for a while and never had to go on tour, and then decided he wanted to go on the PBA 50, and he got Rookie of the Year. I mean, you can look anywhere in the country, and you're always going to have your superstars that just mop up locally and never had a need to go on tour, because between action and the local leagues and tournaments, they can make a pretty good living on it.
A good friend of mine, Ira Katz, they used to call him the Whale. He didn't go on tour because he had to work, get a job, and keep his family going. He would actually wait for the tournament to be over, the PBA tournament, and challenge anybody on the TV show. And he would make more money in that one day than they'd bowl for the whole week.
Yeah.
Like Kayla?
That's like the Hustler, right? Back in it's what the hell?
Paul Newman, Jackie Gleason,
yeah. You just had guys like that, right? That could just take on anybody, the best in the game, and you probably never even heard of them.
That's where the money was. We always knew it on tour. When I traveled on tour for a year and a half, there was so many people around the country that were fantastic, great bowlers. So you had to respect everybody. You don't know who you're going to run into.
Absolutely. Those guys are still out there, I'm sure. I mean, traveling around that are just making the side money, and you're right. You got to respect everybody until the game's over.
Yeah.
Hey, Litchi's still mopping up the Northeast. He's still throwing 300s. I mean, the kid, he's not even a kid anymore. He's in his 50s, but still has the same, crazy style, which he didn't when he bowled the high roll. When he won the high roller, he didn't have that crazy stop and start approach. I don't remember what year he started that, but for all
he still had a pretty wild. He did that tightrope and still had that crazy years.
It got more accentuated, I guess. But what people don't realize that don't know him, doesn't matter what he does up until he releases the ball. When he releases that ball, he's pure. He's got
of course,
the purest releases I've ever seen anybody have.
Absolutely. Another guy in your area was Chris Vialli.
Yes.
He was from here and he moved to Connecticut. Oh my God, was he fantastic! If he doesn't get that bit get that Lyme disease, he's a big star on tour.
I agree. He did I think he did the Brunswick shows, right? When they had those what the hell was that show? Brunswick used to put on their own tournaments. They had some kind of TV series that they were doing. I think he bowled the nose too. I wish I remember the name of it, but do you know what I'm talking about, Todd? Do you remember back in the 90s?
I do not.
Never mind.
He does his other thing with his wife.
He does what, Philly?
He does this other I think it's out of France, if I'm not mistaken. It's overseas. It's him and his wife. They bowl like doubles, and I don't even know what it's called, to tell you the truth. It's some kind of a tour. It's some kind of a tour. And they have that kid from Sweden, that girl Nora something, the two-hander.
Yep.
She's on there, and they got another kid that's from Sweden. He throws a two-handed backup ball. You gotta see this kid. Oh my God.
Yeah, Chris used to go to Santo Domingo with me to bowl in the tournaments there.
Yeah.
We had the owner there. He used to put up, it was crazy amount of money. 5th place was 5,000, and it was amazing. All the good bowlers used to go there. But because he guaranteed the money, the bowlers would never want to promote the tournament because they didn't want too many other bowlers coming. So
right.
It didn't last long, yeah.
The Brunswick World Team Challenge. That's what I was trying to think of. They had several of those back in the.
Oh my God, he did great there. Him, Rudy, they all bowled fantastic there.
Yeah.
Patrick Allen was all in those teams.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, World Team Challenge. Thank you, Philip. Yeah. I mean, you had the best of the best, regional, local bowlers like that never ever decided to branch out. But in any event, what is Arvin working tonight?
Arvin's bowling.
Oh, he is bowling. All right. That's why I didn't hear his mouth running in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
He just came in. Exactly. I don't know. He bowl good?
No.
No.
He says, I am officially in a slump.
Oh, poor guy. It's
only a game. It's only a game.
That's true. I appreciate you guys being here for real. Amazing stories, and we'll have to have you on again because I'm sure you have obviously 30, 40, 50 years of stories that you can tell. I'm telling you, you guys need to write a book. You guys really should write a book.
Yeah, but if I write a book, you have to be fictional. I can't tell the truth.
You just gotta hide the names, right, to protect
I
their.
Can't, it wouldn't be right if I told the truth.
The names have been.
They all know I know the truth.
Right.
Just let everyone know to go to Custom Grips with a Z. .com. Go on my website and let's try to get the show going here
with a Z.
Make my wife happy.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Get some of those boxes out of my basement.
We'll wait till Todd gets back before I let you guys go.
Yeah, because we'll hook up Todd. We'll hook up Todd. Try to help him with his thumb.
Sorry, guys.
So,
that's all right.
That's okay.
I'm at work, so.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're in a bowling center too here. We close up at 7. Do this. It's okay.
I love it.
Guy keeps looking through the office door, waving me out there. It's like,
that's what I have over here. Yeah.
Poor guy. It's his day off too, and he's got to be at the bowling alley. But
well,
so you know how to get in touch with me. Rob will give you my text number to call me and give me all the info, and we take care of you.
Sounds great, man. I really appreciate that.
The grip sizes too.
I need your shirt sizes too, both of you.
All right, we'll definitely get that. Get that to you guys. So go to customgrips.com. That's custom grips with a Z. Who came up with a Z? What's up with the Z?
You got to be different, man.
I'm from the neighborhood over here, and
I know. Yeah, that was a loaded question. I knew the answer.
As we were sitting here, I shared your page out to Facebook already, and I'll continue to do it. I'll do whatever I can to help you guys.
No, I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Sure.
Look, the bowling community can be toxic, especially if you go online and read some of the comments and chats and all that. But all in all, bowlers are some of the salt of the earth people you ever want to meet. And look, I've been doing this show for this is the 5th year. Used to do it with Johnny Petraglia Jr. Unfortunately, he had his issues he had to deal with. He had to take a sabbatical. But we never planned on making money in this show. And I think eventually we will. I mean, we got up to 1,200 subscribers on YouTube. So, we just through word of mouth, we've had the best in the business on. We've had Belmo on twice. We've had Kyle Troop on. We've had the old guys like Schaefer and Wiseman and John Mazza. I mean, we've had, I've been so blessed to talk to. We had Pete Weber on a couple of weeks ago.
That was such a good show. That was my first show.
That was your first show.
Very first show, and he gets Pete Weber. It's like, oh, no problem.
That's a beautiful thing.
And he's
why don't you just hook up, put your show next to our Facebook page there, because we got a decent amount of people following us. It can only help everybody.
Okay, we'll share it over there. Sure.
We believe in helping out other YouTube channels as well or other companies. It's a small. For as big as bowling might be, it's still a niche sport, right? It's still a relatively small community, and we try to help each other out and help each other grow. And if we could keep bowling alive, because I grew up with it, you guys grew up with it as kids. It's a sport we've loved our whole lives, and it's it could go by the wayside. I told you about Bradley Bowl on Amanda's show. They they turned into one of those entertainment centers, and they only got like 4 lanes now. And they used to be a regular stop on a tour, and there's so many places like that.
I know. I bowled on tour there. I remember those airplanes flying by while you're bowling. Yeah.
Rob, what's the name of the center that Buddy's is in?
Buddy's Pro Shop. Is that?
That's not Bradley, right?
No.
It's in Connecticut.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know if it's Torrington. I'll find. I gotta find.
All I know is they were one of the first ones to open up during COVID. And about 5 of us from here in Rockville Centre piled into an SUV with all our bowling stuff, and we went up to Connecticut because everything was closed for so many months that we were just.
I told you he was fiending. When he had to throw his new ball. Rob, I got custom in 40 years. You know what kind of family that is to have people coming.
Right.
I'm hanging out with the 40. I see their kids, their kids' kids. It's incredible the life I got with. I love the bowling community. It's fantastic.
100%. By the way, it's in Nutmeg Bowl in Fairfield.
There you go.
Fairfield.
Thank you very much, Todd. Thank you. Thank you. Yep.
I haven't been to Connecticut in years. I live in Tennessee now, so I'm looking forward to seeing Joey when he comes out for the.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait to go there.
I might have to make the trip down and hang out. Just
yeah, come on out. We're staying right in the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I love that. So,
I've been to Expo a few times. It's a good show.
Yeah. First time doing it. First time.
There's a
I'm probably going to miss that because.
Oh, come on, Phil.
Well, not to get.
Come down.
Is he going to make you stay back and work?
Don't worry, Arvin's coming.
Oh God, good luck. My sister had some, health issues last year, and she's in Pennsylvania. And
he's going to hang out with.
I thought it would be a good time to, 2-3 days to go hang out and.
That's nice. No, that's nice. That's
good.
Robbie, I got my dog is probably saying, "Where's Daddy?"
Yeah, no kids. Mine too. I got you. I appreciate you guys being here for an hour and a half and telling great stories.
That's okay. Yeah, I love it.
And I'm definitely. I'll get you. We'll get Todd to get you his info, and I'll get him your info, and we'll stay connected. But guys, I love you guys. You guys are you're great for the sport. You're old school Sicilians. It's always fun to talk to you guys. We appreciate you coming on.
I love it.
I'll hook you guys up.
Any way we can help, we're gonna do it. Just call us.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Have a good night. I appreciate you.
Take care, Todd. Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Have a good night.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
Man, I told you you're gonna have fun, Todd.
No kidding. Those guys are fantastic.
They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. 2 of the coolest people I've ever met. I'm a Red Sox fan, so the fact that they're from New York, I can kind of forgive that. I miss the Northeasterners. You don't get that in Tennessee down here. We get people from Chicago usually. We get people from St. Louis because we're pretty central. And now the Californians are moving here. Don't tell anybody because Jesus, we don't want them changing all our laws, anything like that. So this has become not just a tourist destination, but like a destination to live. So they're coming from everywhere. But I miss the Northeasterners. There's not that many here, and it's always fun to hear the New York accent, man. It's just they're salt of the earth.
Those fellas tell it like it is too. It's great. So,
so yeah, check out customthumbz.com and also their Custom Thumbz giveaways Facebook group. Where they give away balls and stuff like that, and they do raffles all the time, just like Todd does, just like Fat Boys does, and there's several different giveaway groups on Facebook. But and check out Custom Grips with a Z as well.
With a Z, don't forget the Z.
Don't forget the Z. Don't give California a green card. Yeah, no kidding. There's a reason why. There's a reason why Eastern California wanted to succeed from Western California because. Crazy as a pet coon is what old Jim Ross used to say. But anyway, so you sent you tagged me in a picture today. Let's see if I can pull it up. What is?
So there's a buddy of mine, and that is obviously his name's Eric Burris, and that is some sort of online racing thing that he got into. And
iRacing, yeah.
iRacing, there it is. So he said I needed some logos to put on there, and he used my TMT logo, and I said, "What about Straight Up 5?" So he popped the Straight Up 5 logo on there just as well. He's got 2 different cars.
That's awesome.
And our logos are on both of the cars.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, because I saw it. I'm like, what in the world? Is that NASCAR or whatever? And he said it was iRacing roads. That's cool. I mean, hey, we're going to be featured on iRacing when people buy their fenders. So
anywhere that we could be seen is a good place to be seen.
That's absolutely right. Craig, who's Craig is a member of the Brunswick community. Nick Smith, such a good kid. Good kid. He's like my age. Nick Smith does great. Brunswick
kids anymore.
Brunswick does great ball reviews and stuff like that. But he has a podcast that Craig is a big fan of. But he also became a fan of us. So that's what I'm trying to tell. Like synergy between pro shops or shows or Facebook pages, YouTube channels. Like we're just trying to keep bowling alive, right? Like we'll support anybody. Like honestly, anybody.
What I was going to say,
or no one is beneath us. I mean, we're not like the house bowling. We're not Nate and Elise. But you're from Nate and Elise. I'm sorry. I see. There's so many channels out there. I thought you were I thought you're a Brunswick guy. He's a Nate and Elise guy who has another great channel. They're absolute friends of mine and friends of the show. But yeah, man, we try to help out whoever we can.
So yeah, and what I was going to say is, before the guys went away, is what they're doing, what you do, what I do, anything that we do that's going to help bowling. What we do is just an absolute grind, and anybody that'll tell you differently, they're wrong.
Right.
It literally is a grind with what we do every day. And the end result is all we're wanting is to get people more interested in bowling and more love for bowling and keep people bowling.
Yeah.
And that's really what we do. That's what this is all about. And give them some entertainment, give them some history of what the game is, and keep bowling alive and enjoy the grind. I obviously do, because that's
you're working.
where it is.
Yeah.
To work 13 jobs a week and
yeah, I know.
Come on here for an hour and a half a week, which I look forward to this now. It's, this is a nice little release for me to be part of the show. And I'm meeting some great people. I can tell you that. And
I'm glad you're part of it. And, JP and Ocho and I started this almost 5 years ago, and we just did it because we love talking about bowling, and we were just 3 friends shooting the shit and having a good time. And when we initially started out, it wasn't even a guest podcast. It was just us talking about life and bowling and stuff like that. And eventually we got a couple of guests on, and then that snowballed. And, we were able to get, the best of the best on the show. And, and we always thought it'd be great to make money on it at some point, but that was never our goal. Our goal was just 3 guys, like 3 marks for bowling, just getting to talk to their legends and their icons. And it's the same thing with you. It's like, will we get to the point where we're going to make some money in the show? Sure. It's only natural, but even if I didn't make a penny on this, I still do it because of my love of the sport. And, I love the people I've been able to meet through here. And when you could talk to somebody like Pete, who you grew up watching on TV, and realize that he's just a regular guy.
He's just Pete,
even though he's a freaking absolute legend. Yeah. It's cool. Like 30 years ago, even 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I didn't even think something like this was even possible.
Right.
But the fact that we get to do it every week, it's just we're playing on house money, man. I'm on a free roll. It's fun.
Well, and let's face it, Rob, if we ever did make a little money doing this, and obviously we're not, but if we did make a little money from this, we'd probably put it right back into the bowling, into what we're doing here. It would go right back into it. It's not like we're going to, it's not enough for either one of us to retire. We might as well put it back into what we're doing and make it better.
And even Amanda said that with her show. Like, if she could just help one person on Reset and Rise, like that's what her goal is.
Well, she did me. I can tell you that. I look at her page every day, and the messages that are sent.
I love that.
Get through my days, and some days are harder than others, and it's the same for anybody. But I will tell you, Amanda's a great person, and what she's doing with that and what she's trying to achieve with Reset and Rise is pretty fantastic. So
it really is, and I'm so proud to be a part of that. And you talk about somebody who's gone through it ever since she was a kid. It's just it's crazy. If you guys haven't checked it out, go to Reset and Rise to the Unbreakable with Amanda Moore. That's the name of the show right there in the top corner. Yep. We're right here on YouTube. Just search Reset and Rise podcast. And she's really good people. And again, that's how you and I met. And I met her through here. And it's just a small world.
That's right.
She is doing a great service for humanity, Craig. She absolutely is. We had a great guest on last night, James Noakes, who I used to work with. He's a truck driver who's been through it as well. Just it's a show about people that go through drug addiction, alcohol addiction, or we've had a lot of former veterans on the show that have had and still have PTSD, and we talk about suicide awareness, which is a big thing because Amanda lost 2 members of her family to suicide, and it's an uplifting show hearing stories about redemption. And I don't promote it enough, but it's a fantastic show. No imbecile of the week this week.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't had time to come up with one, but I'm just getting all my ducks in a row before I start working again. And I'm actually taking on another project. We had Luke Mickelson on Reset and Rise. He is the founder of Sleep in Heavenly Peace. It's a 501c3 that donates beds to kids that don't have any. And he's coming up with his own podcast that I'm going to produce. I won't be hosting it, but I'll be editing and creating all his socials and all that from the ground up, which is a paying gig. So yeah, that's, with that and what you've done for me with Bolify and opening up our store and having this new job, which isn't going to pay as much as, what I got paid in the past. The Lord knows what I need to make ends meet. And between the job and you and Luke, it'll be supplementing the income that I've lost. So
hey,
I can't.
It's what bowlers do, right? I mean, we all try to help each other out, and that's the end. That's really the story. That's it. We got to help each other.
That's right. Because who else you got, right? I mean,
right.
There's people that can't help themselves. So, any event.
Sometimes I'm that guy.
Yes. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new venture. Something I've never done before. Just stepping out of my comfort zone and getting up to help people out. Because I use a CPAP myself, so it's good to have that experience when I have patients come in and they're probably nervous about it, and I say, hey, look, I tried using it. I tried it for 3 weeks and I hated it, and I went 10 years without using it again, and I tried it again, and it finally works. So
when do you start that, Rob?
I start that on April 20th. I go for training right on the Chattanooga area. So I'm going to spend, I think, a week over there training and then come back here. And it's only like 10 miles from my house. So it's in town. So that's another blessing that I don't have to spend a lot of gas money driving to work every day. So, yeah, God's good, man. He really is. He always provides, always provides. And he has for the last 8 months. And it's a good thing. I'm blessed.
I'm happy for you. I
appreciate you. And I appreciate what you've done for me as well. So you're good people's, Todd. I don't care what anybody says about you. I don't care what.
You know what? I don't either.
Right. Next week, I don't know. We don't have a plan, but we'll definitely be here. And I'm sure I'll come up with something.
I got a few guys I'm working on that are on the plate that we will work in here very soon, I'm sure. So
nice. And the tour's in full swing, so it's obviously hard to get people that are bowling right now. But we always figure it out. But either way, Todd and I will be here next week, and I hope you will too. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Thanks again to Joe Conigliaro and Phil Bosco for coming on from Custom Thumbz Pro Shop in Maple Lanes in Rockville Centre, New York. Two fantastic salt of the earth guys. We can't thank them enough for coming on and helping Todd out. Hopefully we get you back on the lanes, bro.
Well, I'm going to get back on the lanes. If they can make my hand feel better, my arm feel better at the end of the day, then it's a win.
That's good stuff.
So I'm looking forward to trying it out.
Yeah. Did you ever have a plan? No, Nico, I don't ever have a plan.
The answer is no.
No for 4 years. Why change it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. How about no?
Yeah. PWBA players. We've had a few on, but we could work on it. If you guys have any suggestions, just hit us up on the Facebook group.
Yep.
Straight Up 5's Facebook group. If you're not a member of that, it is a private group because I've had some trolls join, so I kind of have to keep an eye on who comes in there. But look up Straight Up 5 on Facebook and send us requests, and we'll let you in. If you got any suggestions on who you want to be the show,
we might let you in.
Yeah. Well, we may let you. Yeah, it depends who you are. Certain people I'm not going to. And they knew who they are too. But anyways, guys, appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. Please tell your friends. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe, like, share, do all that stuff. And Josie Barnes is in town. That's true. She's over at Vanderbilt. But in fact, Amanda had her on her show. So that might be... that will be a great guest to get on. So we'll definitely work on that. So anyways, I'm done filibustering. Todd, appreciate you, brother. Get back to work.
Yeah, you got it.
Hopefully you get to go. No, go home, dude. You don't, it's late.
I am going to be here probably past 1 o'clock.
Oh, that's sad. I feel for you, brother. I'm going to bed. So I
mean, we close at 11, but once we close at 11, I'm going to start entering names and get stuff ready for the Lady State. So this weekend is going to be locked in and ready to go. We got 24-lane center, and we got 2 shifts Saturday, 2 shifts Sunday, and all 4 of them are full, and that's a lot of ladies' names.
It is. It really is. God bless you, man. That's a lot of work.
I type like this. So we're going to get it done, though.
Thanks for hanging out, Craig. All right, guys. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill. You can follow the show on X at Straight Up 5 Pod. You can follow Todd on X at TMT Bowling. And you can follow Rad Rob on X at Rad Rob Entertainment. Follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Straight Up 5 Podcast. We'd love to hear from you. You can email us with comments, questions, or suggestions at straightup5podcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next time for another edition of Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill, right here on the Red